This is the Supa Peg Frontier Leave No Trace fire pit. I'm going to show you how to put it together and tell you all about it. Let's get started.
Hit it.
G'day folks, Ben from Snowy's here today with a pretty cool little product called from Supa Peg. It's called the Frontier Leave No Trace fire pit. It's a fire pit that all packs down into it comes with a carry bag here. It all packs inside this carry bag here, nice and flat. Only weighs about 6.5 kilos, and it all slots together to create quite a unique or quite a neat little fire pit that I'll show you shortly how it all goes together. Now, when you buy the fire kit, this is what you get with the product. You do get a little instruction manual here on how to set it up. It's a little bit intricate to put it together, but once you've done it a few times, it's nice and easy. This is a nice heavy-duty PVC carry bag with just a Velcro closure on the top here, and all of the parts in front of me here fit inside this bag, and it packs up nice and flat, so you can slide it in pretty easily anywhere in a vehicle. And these are all the parts that come with it. We start at this end here. You get a couple of rails that sit on top of the fire pit, so if you're not using it just as a fire pit or you want to cook in it, you can put these on top and then sit your saucepan or camp oven or something on top as well. You get a locking pin with a heap of sides that fit together in this kind of hexagonal or octagonal shape. I think it's actually 8 sides, so it's an octagonal shape. And these have to go together in the right order. You get 6 that are similar, 6 middle panels, then you get 2 slightly different end panels. We'll go through that shortly. And then for the base, you get this locking base here, which sits in the very bottom, and then this guy just sits on top, just so there's a little bit more airflow up underneath here and through these gaps here, so you get a good fire. But we'll show you how that goes together shortly. Now, the whole kit weighs about 6.8 kilos. It's Australian made with Australian 2.5mm steel. It's nice and durable. So you're supporting Australian made products by buying this Supa Peg product here. Now, to get started, we need to find the end panels. So we start with the first panel, I suppose. And we know which one the first panel is because this is all pictured in the instruction manual, I should say, so you don't need to remember this off the top of your head. But it's got all these bits pointing upwards on the sides here. So that's the bit that we start with. And then this one here is the end panel, which has got 2 sort of downward pointing pins there and 1 upward pointing pin. So that bit goes on last. So to get started, we'll start with our first panel. Now, first panel indicated by this arrow. These arrows are going to help us set it up. So the first panel has a little arrow here pointing upwards with a circle underneath. That's our first panel. And as we put these on, we want to start with the Supa Peg logo here facing outwards, or where these panels are kind of curved like this, the curve is pointing inwards. So this side is going to be the inside of the fire. This side is going to be the outside of the fire. So we start with the first one and we grab one of our 6 middle panels. Now we look on the middle panel here and we can see that there is an arrow pointing to the right, or to my right here. So we've got to follow those as we put it together. So we start with this panel. We don't put this on this side. We start on this side in line with which way the arrow is pointing, and it slots together like this. So we've got our first panel here, and then the second panel has an arrow pointing this way. So we keep working our way around this way, adding these middle panels on until we run out, and then we can put the last panel on. So there's 6 of these middle panels in total. So we can see it's starting to take shape now. We've got our last panel to put on here. Now we don't need to join this up just yet. We need the extra rod to join this up. But before we do that, we need to take the base plate here. Now, not the plate with the holes in it, that sits in afterwards. We grab the flat base plate, which is this guy here. It's got a single hole in the middle, and we look for this arrow here. Now, this arrow is going to line up with our first panel. If I just spin this around here, this is our first panel with the arrow pointing up and the dot underneath it. This arrow here has to line up with this one here as we put it inside, and these tabs here go inside these slots. So put a finger in the middle here, and if we put this inside here now, put this down, this is my first panel here. I've got it lined up with the arrow on the outside, and this tab will go through here, and we work our way around. Every second panel, if we have a look inside again, every second panel here has a tab. So this one doesn't have a tab, this next one here has a tab. So we just work our way around, pushing that into place. So there's 4 tabs in total, and that base plate is now locked in place there. Okay, so we've got our base plate inside here, and this is our start and finish panels here. So we need to kind of pull this together without letting these tabs fall out from the inner panel there. And this is probably the trickiest bit. If you can kind of squeeze it together as best you can so that there is little notches here that these panels kind of sit in. You kind of want to get them as close together as you can, because what we need to do now is drop this locking pin in place here to keep it all together. Now this goes with this tab here to the top. Best way I'd say to try and put it in place is to just rest it on there to start with. You just rest that over the top. So that's not locked in at the moment, it's just resting. And then just kind of pull everything in close together and just gently tap on top there, and that's slid down into place now. A few times I did this before, that was a little bit trickier. As you use it a few times, the steel sort of rounds off a little bit, goes into place easier, and that's now all locked together so the fire pit's not coming apart. And last thing to do is grab this base plate here. It's got a little tab there so we can fit our finger in. There's one tab on each side. We can slot that inside there, and that just creates a little bit more of an air gap between the fire and the base plate underneath, and also a place for the ash to fall through. That is the fire pit all set up. It's nice and sturdy. You can move it around now and it's not going to fall apart. It's all locked into place. So for an item that weighs just under 7 kilos and measures about 40 centimeters by 30 centimeters and around about 4 centimeters deep, it packs into a fire pit here that gives you about 31 litres of sort of fire space inside here. It's about 35 or just 36 centimetres in height and about 38 centimetres in diameter at the widest point here, a little bit narrower if you measure across here. And you can now put your fire in there. You can see that you've got these kind of little cutouts, laser cutouts on the side here, which looks pretty cool when there's a fire burning inside here. And they also double up for airflow for the fire inside, so you get a nice ambient feel to the fire while you're sitting around. Alternatively, you do get these two sort of bars here, I suppose. They've got little ridges on the side here to help them lock into place. You can just sit them on top there. The ridges stop them from sliding back and forward. And that then enables you to grab a fry pan, camp oven, whatever you like, put it on top, and you can cook on this fire pit as well. So quite a versatile little unit that packs up to a very compact pack size. It's going to be able to slide under your seat, next to your fridge very easily inside your car, and only weighs under 7 kilos. So a great option if you want to have, follow the leave no trace principle, not use a fire pit and try and carry everything out. All you're going to leave behind with this is a little bit of ash that you can spread or bury into the ground. Take your fire pit with you and you're good to set it up at the next campsite as well. You can grab these online at snowies.com.au at our lowest prices every day. If you've got any questions though, let us know. Go in the comments below. Subscribe to our channel. We'll send you all of our latest and greatest information, or check out some other videos like this one down here.